Всем здорово. У нас осталось 6 дел добить. Я вот думаю, сегодня оформим или не оформим.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
I was walking down the street and that heel sent me flying. Going to church doesn't make you any more Christian than standing
Need a
in the
drink.
log makes
I got the
you
jitters
fall.
again.
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? We'll look somewhere else.
И не очень-то и хотелось с тобой дружить. Чмошник какой-то жирный. Вот что в отделе поджогов можно найти? Ну, бля, все же сгорело.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is now that pile of rubble
Where are they sleeping?
in the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house, in the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around.
Наш доктор решил поджогами заняться. Ну, блядь, смотри на эту хуйню. Ну, конечно, это надо спалить, бля, бомжатник какой-то, блэкхата. Здесь аналогично. Серьезно, и вы здесь жили? Ну ебануться.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Так, посмотрим, что это за лотерея. Каталина Айленд.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
Фонд развития, что
The
это такое?
redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
GI houses?
Yeah, something like that.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
Ну, что-то со вторым он мне напиздел.
Don't think this is anything.
Подсвечник.
I doubt it.
Принципы смешивания цветов. Ого.
Circumstantial.
Кастрюлю так расплавила. Нормально. Чей туфля?
Doesn't tell me anything.
Remember the dead lady you found under the thing? I thought she did. Put some bar flies for the murder.
Not much more we can do here, detective.
Согласен. Инстахит. Последняя дата Хаттен Мэтью Райан. А, это Мэтью. Хорошо.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Надо на второй подружок съездить. А где это пизданующее? Понятно. Съебались. Тачка топ прям.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
Так. В развитие мы заедем еще. Го на второй пожар. А это шо? Как ванна тут оказалась?
You know the way. You can drive.
All right. Where to?
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
2 поджога за ночь. Нихера себе у вас тут происходит. Опасно получается. Так, а ты кто?
Hi, Albert. We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Водонагреватель.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Ну и чё там? Мэтью Райанс опять его обслуживал?
Val,
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Well, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Ну подумаешь, с немкой переспал. Что такого-то? Ебать.
I'll put the insurance company to write these incidents up as acts of God.
Жестко. Можно я на это смотреть не буду? Спасибо. Инстахит, где ты, блядь? Жесть, все залили. В смысле, огонь был здесь. Огонь сюда даже дошел. Но не поджег сарай. Пахнет пиздежом прям. Так, это и есть инстахит этот? Нет.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. Been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire. Hurry, you can still catch him.
Серьезно, вы меня отвлекли от пожарища просто бегать за каким-то чуваком, блядь. Он любит пожары. Ебать, я тоже люблю пожары. И чё?
Stop! LAPD! What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires?
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy,
Reflect.
aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station.
Бля, ну навряд ли он поджигатель наш.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star.
Да. Да ты просто старый, блядь. Хуй.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Не хочу я с ним ехать.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
I just want to see.
Так. Что-то мы рано отсюда, блядь. Ушли.
Nothing significant.
Опять такая же книжка, ты чё? В смысле ничего не особо, блядь. Работал маляр какой-то. Маляр-газовщик. Так, а больше мы не найдем, да, инстахита? То есть он тут как ёбнул. Куда он улетел? Сама коробка. Он же снаружи ставится. Блять, не могла она сгореть и просто испариться, правильно? Правильно. Ну, предположим, ладно.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Поехали в турагентство. А что у нас есть по уликам? Подожди.
You can drive.
All right. Where to?
Прикольно.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Так, что мы имеем?
Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
Cancelled. А где, блядь, наши эти?
Here they are, Steffens.
Family of Five.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of super
Присутственный наблюдатель, так.
of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund
И
calls me
сообщает,
every
кто
couple of weeks
победил.
and tells me exactly who has won.
Вот, уже
Thanks for your help.
No problem.
уже нормальненько, что-то вырисовывается.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed? Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Ну, конечно. А что еще осталось?
Great partners must think alike. This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Что мы тут имеем?
So Elysian Fields builds the houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
Угу. Уже что-то. Что тут на стройплощадке можно найти, блядь? Ничего, одни брусья валяются до доски. Ну чё, дружочек, пирожочек, поехали?
And where exactly are we going? Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
We came as soon as we could.
The only reason some people get lost in thought is because it's unfamiliar.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Реджинард Варли.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Да положи, брат.
Good, your regulator's in position. Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Ну-ка.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Чуть изменило, что ты там
You're
изменил?
welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
She wants a five-star goddamn wedding.
You're behind the wheel.
Look at it.
So where do you want to go?
Across the window shopping outside.
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
A man like you always is.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Иван Расич.
Where does baby oil come from? The heck?
С кем поговорить-то? Отойди! Чё тут?
What the hell?
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Keep walking, pal.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this
Прокладку
diaphragm?
поменяли.
It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
How many guys would know how to make that change?
All you need is a screwdriver and a wrench. Anybody could pull it apart and put it back.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There,
Whoa,
around a dozen of them.
easy.
Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Only movie stars have things like that.
This is a long shot. We are not going to rouse that whole list.
А нам не нужно всех.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists.
Кен Ханнинг нужен и Варли Реджинал.
Go right ahead.
А ты паскудник, блядь. Мы с тобой еще пообщаемся.
Standing in a garage makes you a car. I swear.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
The employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys
Слышь,
have lockers.
паскудник, блядь.
Yes, they do.
Со
But my
всеми
men have a
буду.
right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Так, Клеменс. Общество анархистов Лос-Анджелеса.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Серьезно, ты все будешь зачитывать? Понятно. Этот поджогами занимается анархист, а мне нужны убивцы. Мэтью Райан. Ебать. И ты, Брут?
Doesn't look like anything.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Нет, не читай.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Опа.
My company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
Неполная, да?
Marley has a problem with bugs.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Я бы... Кто последний у нас был? Варли. С Варли начал. С Варли и Райана. Ты чё, блядь, орёшь, нахуй? Кто там трется? И вот типа надо угадать, кто это.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine.
Поехали к Варли. Или это анархист? Похуй. Поехали к Варли.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope the piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel. LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Come on, Farley. Can't keep running forever.
Stop or I will shoot! Why did you run from us, Farley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Farley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right. Where to?
Ну, походу, мы ошиблись, уже что-то там будет случаться. Это мы к москитнику заехали.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said,
son of a bitch.
Ну ты, Алёша.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Съебали нахуй.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody. It's no good. We need to get closer. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
Ну, шмаляй давай.
Okay. One traffic stop coming up.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
hands behind your head. Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Интересно, угадали с нашим парнем?
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
А, вот он ты.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Да. Список монтажников.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings? I am not now, nor have I ever been, a member of the Communist Party. Nice try, copper.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
You have a real viper's nest at Insta-Heat, don't you? Arsonists, murderers, communists.
What's that got to do with me? You can't prove I'm behind all that. Look, I've been cooperative. How about letting me get back to work?
You're licensed and work for Insta-Heat?
I contract for them. So what?
Insta-Heat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in the settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Clemens, for someone with your record, I would expect a little more cooperation.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
В смысле, а мы этого не заберем, что ли? Ну, блядь. Ну, это же самый подозрительный хуй. Ну, пиздец.
You know the way. You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
Так, хочу покататься и какие-то быстрые преступления поделать. У нас же есть что-то? Ну, далеко, конечно, до тебя.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Интервью Рум 2.
I got the jitters again.
Yeah, I'm thinking moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with 1 round.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Да, пиздешь.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Ты пиздишь, дружище, но... Поврежден, найден в сгоревшем доме Сойеров. Мы ж про Сойеров говорим.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh? You're saying I'm some kind of psycho for hire? It's not true.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Yeah, the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
Чувствую, не тому мы дело шьем, блин.
This day was a total waste of makeup.
I'm praying that those prints come through so I can nail that son of a bitch.
Так, а где первая комната-то?
Right through the red light. Bet you never saw it.
Интервью Room 1.
That's the detective who solved it. Those poor kids losing everything.
Calling you stupid would be an insult to stupid people.
What now?
And Ryan's a confused kid. He might have something to get off his chest.
Интервью Room 2. А где первый-то?
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
I swear, this town's going straight to hell.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick, and you'll get roasted.
Coroner says it'll be at least a week to get an ID.
Понимаю.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
You expect me to believe that, Ryan? I could do it myself.
Believe whatever you want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Жесть, у него ебальник двигается. Не верю.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Блять, с Варли еще раз поговорить, что ли?
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
Guy gave his wife a tap and say all's fair in love and war. I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you made it if you got that down. There weren't even his friends, and he still confessed.
Не.
I'm telling you, it'll never
Хер
stick,
с ним, с
and you'll get
коммунистом.
roasted.
Так, ты, дружочек, пирожочек. Иди,
Reginald
тюрьма.
Farley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator,
Бывает.
but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Ну, не тому дал, ну. Что поделать? Хуёвый детектив получается.
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
There he is, copping the papers. You should be ashamed of yourself, young man.
Need a drink. I got the jitters.
So you should shut up, fucking old lady.
You're behind the wheel.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Bruce?
Okay, fuck it. Forget
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
The new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. You guys are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
Ёбаный стоит.
Morelli, Mike, we recovered a picture of the family. Okay. Anything else? To be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert. Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved. Ooh. I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved him into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
What are they doing?
The prayer effect is from the fire. Muscles and tendons contract.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them, Biggs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
It doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt. For the fires? For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
I'm sure it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
It might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
О, блядь.
Evidence?
Блевать побежал,
Albert,
да?
check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
Probably nothing. Optimistic, Cole. This doesn't pertain to the case.
Че это? Утюг? Подвал затопило. Кайф. Взрыв был здесь.
This is the flashpoint.
Угу.
The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
Соглы. Ёбнем так ёбнем, чё дело.
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
How bad is it?
You don't look like a fireman, son.
Ага, бабах был здесь. Кто обслуживал? Регимент Варли.
Looks like the same model.
Ну ты издеваешься, что ли? Варли, блядь.
How did you get my number, Ira? At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do. I'd like you to come back to the clinic. I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
А вот он, поджигатель.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose. Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. They're billboards. That Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Так.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. Then I find out they were still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The
Поэтому и не
competition was
участвовал.
an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Стимул для тех, кто разумный. Вот тебе и стимул, блядь. Вот тебе и стимул получается.
Church doesn't make you any more Christian than standing in a garage makes you a car.
Не понял. А чё здесь?
Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while.
Calderon.
Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
Ну, что ты хочешь пощупать-то? Все. Или подожди. Армейские ботинки, сигареты.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Such a nice area.
Keep talking. Someday you'll say something intelligent. Let me through. I just want a quick look is all.
В смысле, я ж с ним поговорил. А.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy.
Uh-huh.
Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Uh-huh.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, a beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
Mm-hmm.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Hey, I think I see a body.
You are a modest little person.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Let me through. I just want
Kelty
a
has
quick
warned
look
us
is
off
all.
over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end.
Ну
We should check
да.
out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going? Shame about Chep. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Wanna bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches. You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for a
Smart
fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
Come on, then. That's nothing, Cole. We're gonna have to pass out these boys' ass. He's gonna bust you right in the mouth.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay, then. Let's see if there's anything left to take a look at.
Так, ну давай посмотрим инстахит. Это интересно, у них как-то газон уложен. Типа они его привезли сразу с дерном. Так, и чё мы, блядь, давай улики просто поищем. У меня же есть очко. Очко. Не дают очко тратить. Здесь даже музыка не загорается. Да блять! Че, мы весь квартал будем объезжать, что ли? Слушай, ну здесь музыка не играет даже. Надо к первому дому возвращаться. Дело труба, зацепок нету. Ну, судя по всему, надо в первый дом щемиться.
mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap.
Ага, специально спалили. Чё ж тут еще-то найти надо?
If we're paying a visit to Alishan and ruining my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
Ну да, чё, мы плюс улику только подняли. Некачественный цемент.
You can drive.
All right. Where to?
Hits of the week, chart toppers, and variety shows.
I'm going to memorize your name.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
May I help you, gentlemen?
I wonder how many more...
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office. You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs.
Mm-hmm.
We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
We've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Блять, хочу загуглить, как с ним разговаривать. Не хочу обосраться. Так. Это у нас прогулка по Елисейским полям. Не говорят, как с ним общаться. Секунду. Так, сделаем перерыв. Ну, типа я офну минут на 20. Дела поделаю. Потом вернемся.